In 1995, I published a collection of essays. The work is called The Law Firm and the Public Good. And what that book tried to do with Esther Lardent's truly amazing contribution was to help stimulate law firm activity in the area of pro bono. We were trying to look at not just the moral justification for pro bono, but to give firms reasons in terms of their own self-interest to undertake pro bono. For example, recruitment, maintaining morale among young lawyers, providing training opportunities for young lawyers, providing lawyers with a sense of purpose in terms of helping those in need. What we've seen, I think, since 1995, at least certainly what I've observed, is, in no small part because of the work of the Pro Bono Institute, is a real commitment of large law firms to pro bono. In part, I think it's because of the law firm challenge. In part, I think it's also because the American Lawyer publishes essentially a report as to how firms are doing in terms of pro bono. In part, I also think that it's become more embedded in the law firm culture to do pro bono. So even though the economy may go up or go down, and obviously pro bono activity will be somewhat affected by the economy, I think that in general the trend has been to do more pro bono as the years have gone by, and I think that certainly as the budgetary crisis impacts government, and as the private sector is more and more called on to fill the needs, that law firms have even more to do in terms of undertaking pro bono activity. As a judge on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit, I have seen over the last several years a dramatic increase in immigration cases. In 1999, when I joined the court, the numbers of immigration cases were very, very low. Over time, the immigration caseload increased dramatically, such that at one point some 40% of our cases were immigration cases. And seeing these cases one after another, I became concerned about the often poor quality of counseling that I was seeing, with dire impact, dire consequences, not just for the non-citizen, but also for the families involved. And as a judge who certainly thinks that each of us involved in the administration of justice has a responsibility to ensure the fair and effective administration of justice, I wanted to do something about it. And so I first gave a lecture at the City Bar where I issued a challenge. And then I launched with some very dedicated lawyers a study group, the study group on immigrant representation. And our study group has had three purposes. One is to stimulate greater activity among firms. The second purpose has been to evaluate existing mechanisms for the delivery of services, legal services. And the third is to think about ways of rooting out inadequate counsel. So our working group, my invitation, consists of more than 50 lawyers, and we get together at the courthouse, and lawyers are involved, nonprofits are involved. My colleague Denny Chin has been involved, and what we try to do is to move the objective of providing representation for immigrants closer to a reality. And our study group has issued 3 reports that are available in the Fordham Law Review. They are essentially action plans about how to increase firm activity and how to improve the delivery of services. And root out inadequate counsel. Our efforts have led to the creation, thanks to the support of the Attorney General and Senator Schumer, of a legal orientation program in New York, which provides counseling for non-citizens through nonprofit providers. The Bloomberg administration has committed $2 million to help us train young lawyers who want to get involved in immigration. We spurred the creation of immigration clinics. We're working on various ideas on how to root out inadequate counsel. We have worked closely with bar associations so that the bar associations could undertake more activities, encourage firms to undertake more activities. Firm involvement has increased. The problem is so huge, obviously, and we cannot meet the need, but every person who's helped for every such case, the legal representation has made a difference, and so it's our hope that these efforts will continue in the years ahead, and I'm committed to doing what I can to help ensure that happens.